Hello, fellow preppers. Are you feeling the squeeze of uncertainty closing in? It's a feeling that's becoming all too familiar, isn't it? As we navigate through these changing times, resources are becoming scarce, goods are hard to come by, and the shelves at the stores seem barer than ever before. Food, clothing, over-the-counter medications, personal hygiene items, ammunition, you name it, it's not as readily available. And my friends, this is just the tip of the iceberg. Imagine the ripple effect once the global trade system slows down. Everything will be much harder to find. But don't let this information scare you. Instead, let it empower you. Knowledge is power, and the time to act is now. So grab a seat, buckle up, and let's navigate these turbulent times together. Picture this. It's a regular day, just like any other, and suddenly, the unexpected happens. A crisis that you never saw coming. That's exactly what happened to me a few years back, and it was a wake-up call. I realized that when the chips are down, being prepared can make all the difference. And that's when I got into prepping. But here's the thing. Prepping doesn't have to mean draining your wallet. It's not about having the most expensive gear or the largest stockpile. It's about being clever, resourceful, and proactive. It's about understanding what's essential, spotting the right opportunities, and making the most of what you have. So, are you ready to embark on this journey of preparedness? Before we dive in, hit that subscribe button and join the Prepping for Tomorrow community. Let's navigate this path together, sharing insights, experiences, and budget-friendly tips. Stay tuned. Begin by identifying the essentials your family needs. This is the first step towards efficient and cost-effective prepping. The basics are key here. Think food, water, shelter, and medical supplies. These are the core ingredients for survival. When it comes to food, opt for non-perishable items that can last. For water, consider investing in a purification method rather than stocking up on countless plastic bottles. As for shelter, ensure you have the necessary supplies to keep warm and protected from the elements. And let's not forget about medical supplies. Stock up on first aid kits and essential medication. Now, you might be tempted by fancy gadgets promising to make prepping easier. But remember, these often come with a hefty price tag and can detract from focusing on the fundamentals. After all, our ancestors survived without high-tech gear, and so can we. No need to splurge on fancy gadgets when the fundamentals matter most. Keep a keen eye on sales and discounts. It's a lesson we've all learned at some point, especially when it comes to stocking up for the long haul. But it's not just about grabbing that 2-for-1 deal on canned beans. It's about strategic shopping, about understanding when and where to find the best deals on the essentials. You see, many stores offer promotions on non-perishable items, especially during holiday seasons or end-of-month sales. These are prime opportunities to bulk up your supplies without draining your savings. And remember, it's not just about food. Keep an eye out for discounted medical supplies, sturdy clothing, and even tools that could prove useful in a pinch. But what if you can't find what you need on sale? That's where your ingenuity comes into play. Welcome to the world of DIY survival gear. Now I know what you're thinking. DIY? I'm not exactly handy with a hammer. But trust me, you don't need to be a master craftsman to make some incredibly useful survival gear. Consider the humble fire starter. Sure, you could buy one from a store. But did you know you can make your own with just some lint from your dryer and an old egg carton, or how about a water purifier? With a few household items like a plastic bottle and some sand, you can make a rudimentary filter that could be a lifesaver in a crisis. And these are just the tip of the iceberg. There are countless resources available online that can guide you through creating your own survival gear. From homemade solar ovens to DIY wind turbines, the possibilities are only limited by your imagination. Why go through all this trouble? Because it's not just about saving money. It's about gaining the confidence that comes from knowing you can rely on yourself when the going gets tough. It's about understanding that you have the power to make a difference in your own survival. So don't be afraid to roll up your sleeves and get your hands dirty. Embrace the DIY spirit. After all, being prepared isn't just about what you have. It's about what you know. It's budget-friendly and empowering. Reach out to your community. These aren't just words, but a call to action. There's a goldmine of untapped resources right at our doorstep, and it's time we leveraged it. You see, community bartering is an age-old practice that's making a comeback in a big way. It's a system of exchange where goods or services are directly exchanged without the use of money. Think of it as a win-win situation. You're not just saving money but also building stronger community bonds. Let's say you're an ace at gardening and your neighbor is a whiz at carpentry. You could exchange your surplus homegrown vegetables for a handmade storage shelf or a sturdy table. It's about recognizing the value in what we have and what we can offer to others. It's about fostering a sense of camaraderie and mutual aid. It's about resilience in the face of adversity. But that's not all. There's another hidden gem that's often overlooked: thrift stores. Now before you dismiss it, hear me out. Thrift stores can be treasure troves for prepping supplies. From sturdy clothing to backpacks, cooking utensils to camping gear, you can find a wide array of items at a fraction of their original cost. It's like a hunter-gatherer quest, but instead of foraging in the wild, you're navigating through shelves and racks. Here's a pro tip: keep an eye out for military surplus items. They're designed for durability and can withstand harsh conditions. So whether you're looking for a rugged pair of boots, a reliable backpack, or a warm wool blanket, the thrift store might just have what you need. Thrifting isn't just about saving money, it's also about embracing sustainability. By choosing secondhand items, you're reducing waste and giving a new lease of life to perfectly usable items. It's budget-friendly, it's eco-conscious, and it's resourceful. In conclusion, community bartering and thrifting are more than just budget-friendly strategies. They're about building resilience, fostering community bonds, and embracing sustainability. It's budget-friendly sustainability at its finest. Knowledge is your greatest asset. This statement is an undeniable truth, especially when it comes to prepping. The more you know, the better equipped you are to face whatever life throws at you. It's like having a Swiss Army knife in your brain, ready to deploy when needed. Let's talk survival skills. These can range from knowing how to purify water to building a shelter or starting a fire. You'd be surprised at how many of these skills you can learn for free. The internet is teeming with resources, tutorials, and guides. Don't just stop at reading or watching, though. Practice these skills regularly to improve your proficiency. But it's not only about mastering survival skills, it's also about understanding the world around you. Learn about the local flora and fauna, the weather patterns, and the geography of your area. This knowledge can be invaluable in a crisis situation. Remember, being well-informed isn't just about being aware, it's about being prepared. Now let's move from the abstract to the very tangible: growing your own food. This is a step towards self-sustainability that not only saves you money, but also provides a renewable source of nutrition. You don't need acres of land for this. Start small. A windowsill herb garden, a balcony tomato plant, or a backyard vegetable patch can be great starting points. Growing your own food is more than just a hobby. It's a skill that feeds you, literally. It also gives you control over what you consume. You decide what goes into your soil and onto your plate. It's food security on a personal level. Over time, as your green thumb gets greener, you may find yourself saving seeds, practicing crop rotation, and perhaps even keeping a few chickens for eggs. This is the beauty of growing your own food. It's a journey that evolves with you, contributing to your self-sufficiency and resilience. So, educate yourself. Learn new skills. Grow your own food. These steps not only make you a better prepper but also enrich your life in the process. Being well-informed can save you money in the long run. Prepping on a budget is not just a choice, it's a necessity. We've journeyed through the changing times, the essentials to prioritize, the benefits of sales, discounts, and do-it-yourself solutions. We've explored the value of community bartering, the treasures found in thrifting, and the importance of education. And let's not forget the benefits of growing your own food. Each of these points is a stepping stone on the path to preparedness. They prove that preparation doesn't have to break your bank. It's about being resourceful, proactive, and above all, smart with your resources. Remember, the journey to preparedness is not one we should take alone. We're building a community together, ready to face whatever challenges come our way. With that said, thanks for watching, and I will see you on the next one. Stay prepared.